It's to the hour of 10 and we're live here in Marina. Yes, it's time to run you through newspaper review. Okay. Yes, I'm not the only one in the studio because the time is fast spent already. Let's introduce ourselves. I'm Kayode Ezekiel. I'll be the host for the day, and beside me, producing.
My name is Sandra Che.
Yes, and
My name is Olumakaiye Ajadi. Good morning.
yes, good morning. Newspaper review. This is where we run you through our national dailies. Yes, it's another day, and with me, I have a series of newspapers with me, but I'll be dealing with the Nigerian Tribune. Yes, the forefront of the newspaper says Rivers floors federal government. Yes, court bars direct funding of police from federation account. And the story further says orders refund to Rivers. You can read more on the page 4 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, and I have this on 2022. NNPC presents 3 trillion naira subsidy bill to FEC. It further says council wants 103 billion naira removed by NAS and restored in budget. You can read more on the sixth page of that newspaper. On Ekiti APC primary, I won't accept result written in hotel rooms, says Badaru, or I don't know, Badaru, don't mind the intonation, just manage it like that. You can read more on the third page of that newspaper. Saraki Okorocha joined 2023 presidential race. Yes, that's a good news. Well, yeah, welcome. You can read more on the 8th page of that newspaper. On APC National Convention, Buni dismisses zoning list in circulation. Well, you can read more on the 18th page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. CJN writes judicial officers seeks nomination of appointment of 6 Supreme Court justices. You can read more on the 19th page of that newspaper. Ekiti 2022. Fayoshi's man, BC Kolawole wins PDP primary. I think the result somebody said he would not accept. No, he's not. Don't mind me. You can read more on the 5th page of that newspaper. And I think the one I mentioned that somebody would not accept is Ekiti APC primary. But this one is PDP primary. It is well. You can grab a copy on COVID-19 test. Presidential committee deactivates passport of 200 defaulters. You can read more on the 5th page of that newspaper. On NSAS, Oyo Judicial Panel recommends compensations on 121 petitions. 21st page of that newspaper. 44-year-old man fed killed. 3 policemen shot as gunmen attack Ogun community. Well, that's a bad one. That's not too good. You can read more on the 28th page of that newspaper. Sanwo-Olu commissions, that's the Pretoria message. Sanwo-Olu commissions 3.89 kilometer Ojota to Okpebi Link Bridge. Well, that's a good news. You can read more on the 3rd page of that newspaper. Army arrests 150 suspected political thugs going to Ekiti from Ibadan. Wow. You can read more on the 28th page of that newspaper. Yes, on fuel subsidy, how NGF Labour brokered truce. Well, the further says, fourth administration of subsidy regime. We need to carefully verify all NNPC's estimates, says Fayemi. NLC, TUC decry trust deficit in previous negotiations. Well, you can grab a copy of that newspaper, the Nigerian Tribune, and be informed.
Okay, I have a daily truth there on the front line. Federal government appeal 3 trillion for subsidy. Warrant to the term time ahead. Okay. Still on that, we have Jonathan cousin kidnapped in Bayelsa. You can see that one on page 20. You can see that one on page 20. NECD to subscribe $6.7 billion in Northern East. You can still see that one still on page 20 of daily of Daily Trust.
It's actually on page 6.
Is that 6?
Page 6? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for saying clear. Okay, protocol at content
Protests at container terminal.
terminal over against the dead. You can see that one on page 24 of that newspaper. Still continue on that. Revealed to get 60 is this 60
Joy is it investors to get 605 billion naira bond repayment as government expert FAAC payment today.
Wow. All right. See on that we have what do you call it?
Don't worry.
Spectrum. Okay, Gaza law train us as Brony or Iban. Yeah. Brony in endorsing
McBan charges.
endorsing McBench's charges on
And I think
is it on
let me
charges?
take that. On grace and law, treat us as Benue indigenes. Mark Ban charges Autumn. That's the governor of the state.
Autumn.
Autumn.
Okay. All right, just grab your. Okay, I still have one on the line. I see 2023. Saroki Okocha joined the presidential race. All this men, gosh, God have mercy. You can see that one on page 14. I hope I see that one. Is it 14 or 20?
14.
Okay, you can see that one on page 14. Just grab your copy on the daily your daily turn newspaper. You see a lot of news over there that will make your day.
Yes, on Blueprint newspaper, we have on the front page, we lost 387 lives in 2 years to needless bloodshed. Nigeria fast returning to barbarism. Yeah, ACF. Forum to meet Afeni Ferry, Ohaneze, others. Kaduna seeks recourse to law. Peace campaigns. You can get all the story on page 6, and it is all about El-Rufai on Kauru Zangon Kataf crisis.
Small.
Kauru Zangon Kataf crisis.
Okay.
Oh my God, we have these places in Nigeria.
Yeah, we have a lot of names there.
Wow. So everybody is talking about the crisis happening in that area. So to get the story, just turn to page 6 of the Blueprint newspaper. And on 2023 election, APC denies zoning presidential ticket to South. The story is on the front page and the continuation on page 6. And EcoBank Nigeria gets Fitch ratings, stable outlook. You get the story on page 23. And on fuel subsidy, Rev'd raised 2 panels to look into unresolved issues. You get a story on page 15. I think they've been talking about this fuel subsidy since last year, and somebody's saying, is it April by April or something? I'm not that sure, but anyways, decisions to shelve fuel subsidy removal not political, says the presidency. Then here you get a story on page 22 of the Blueprint newspaper. And Police Trust Fund, court stops federal government deductions from Federation account. Others refer to RVSG. You get a story on page 9. And INEC asks courts to dismiss suit against Ocean APC World Congress. You get the story on page 9. And police lost inspector kill 2 bandits in Ogun gun duel. You get the story on page 5, on page 15. What is happening in Ogun State?
Well, I don't want to say Ogun State is bleeding, but lately, if you're conversant with the news on daily basis, you will know Ogun State is not the way it was.
Yeah.
So I pray God intervenes.
Amen. 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 Oyetola to resident. Sustain current Ife. Modakeke. Peace. Harmony. You get the story on page 5 of the Blueprint newspaper. Gas, diesel, monetary funding of deficit aiding inflation, says the FBN Quest. The story on page 22 of the Blueprint newspaper. Just grab a copy and read through. That's all I have on the Blueprint.
Yes. Yes, we continue. I have the Daily Independent newspaper with me, and this one is the most prominent content. Yes, I have this news. Federal government will increase borrowing to fund 3 trillion naira 18-month subsidy bill. I don't think that's too good, but it is well. This is where we find ourselves, and the story further says to ask NAS for amendment to fiscal framework 2022 budget. Well, amend PIA to accommodate 18-month subsidy from 6 months. I think lately the president just came out with the fact that though we may not increase the fuel, whatever, then we may not remove the so-called subsidy, but we will have to keep on borrowing. And I don't think that sounds too pleasant to our hearings, but it is well. God will intervene. And it continues. On 2022, BC Kolawole wins Ekiti PDP, Guba primary. Well, that's a good one. We appreciate that.
Is it the same BC Kola?
Yes, that's in Ekiti. Yes, it's the Daily Independent. It continues. I have this too. Court declares deductions from federation account to please trust fund unconstitutional. Hey, let me take that again. Court declares deductions from federation account for police trust fund unconstitutional. It further says orders federal government to refund rivers. I think that's the case the Rivers State government just won. It is well. Yes, it continue. I continue. Nigeria records 26 Lassa fever deaths. 115 cases this year. Just this year.
This is serious.
Hey, let's be careful. Let's be careful. Well, it's on the 6th page of that newspaper. Sanwo-Olu flag of road project to link Ojota Okpebili link bridges. Well, that's a good one for Lagosians. You can read more on the 6th page of that newspaper. APC has not sown presidential ticket. Others, says the acting chairman, Buni. Yeah, you can read more on the 7th. I think we really need to do something on this fake news of a thing. It's really affecting a lot. But me, I think don't you think we need to? Because lately, not quite long, I read through that they've zoned the presidential wherever to the southern part of the country where the chairman just come out with the fact that we have not zoned. So which one are we holding on to?
The truth will definitely surface.
Definitely.
So that is just it. You know, this time we're actually approaching the election time. Different story will be flying up and down.
Definitely.
So you have to be careful of the one you consume.
Yeah, consumption. Well, I love that. You can read more on the 7th page of the Daily Independent newspaper on 2023 elections. 2023 elections will push away foreign portfolios. Portfolio investors. How? If you want to know how, grab a copy of that newspaper, Daily Independent, and you'll be informed.
Later they will tell you that they don't want foreign influence. Yes,
foreign influence.
Yes, sir. They said it one time like that. They don't want any foreign influence.
Then when we want to borrow, we need foreign influence.
We need foreign.
Well, who is deceiving? It is well. Yeah, I have this. Group asks Senate to reject INEC nominee. Says she's APC member. Group asks Senate to reject INEC nominee. I think that's what's giving an attention. Because if somebody that should be neutral belongs to a particular part or a particular side of maybe a coin, that would be wahala. That would be partisan. That would be people will definitely be cheated. But it is this is where we find ourselves. Whether she's an APC member or PDP or wherever, she must have belonged to one political party before. She must be. That's the fact.
Yeah,
that's the truth. She must have that one, even if not belong. She will definitely have that one at heart.
Okay.
You you have your political party at heart. The one you, even if you don't have the ID card, it is where this is where you find ourselves. Yes,
love this
on
country.
constitutional review, reps seek creation of 111 additional NAR seats for women. Well, share your head now. 111 additional seats. NAR seats, national.
NAS, right?
That's House of Assembly now. Yes, the upper chamber. Well, Sheyi, I beg pick a form.
Soon now, soon.
And
Yeah,
funny enough, when you
actually-
look at Shay, you will know that to become one minister or one, politics fits you.
No, I love politics.
Yeah, it fits you.
I love politics, but Nigerian politics is not encouraging. I have to be honest with you.
Why?
When I was in secondary
Why do
school,
you
I've
think so?
always wanted to contest for one political stuff in my area. I'll be like, when I grow, I'll become the chairman
of
my
local government.
local government. From
But
there,
it's
from
not
there, from there,
bad.
from there, from-
Junior work.
Excuse me, I'm not getting.
No, Shego,
I
please
was
buy
telling
my
my mom.
idea. Is it bad? Like what I'm saying, you understand? When looking at her, what I'm saying that she can start somewhere. And she's saying that it's
you're right.
bad. She can actually
But
change
it's
them.
I think it's a matter of interest.
But he's interested.
She has
said-
Somebody
just
was
said-
telling my mom. Somebody was telling my mom, mom, since you don't retire now, what did they do for us? Join politics now, so that
Come
my-
off also for the end.
not even that one. My mom can say, "Emi ni your come on, look,
Come on.
What's the meaning of killing?
Or like you'll be chasing you
chasing
around.
her up and down."
Of course, I think she has her reasons. She has her.
Yeah,
well,
politics is not for the faint mind, honestly speaking.
Yeah.
for the faint, not for the faint mind.
I love that. I love that.
I'll subscribe to that.
I love
Well,
that.
grab a copy of the Daily Independent newspaper and keep yourself informed.
Okay. I have this day newspaper. On the front line I have cash split to federal government appeal of that 3 trillion naira, 75% of 2022 budget to subscribe. Hey God.
Which newspaper is that?
This day
Okay.
on the front line. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay. That trillion thing, I've heard about it, I think on the radio when I was coming
You
this
like
morning.
to hear trillion, have you?
Um,
I thought you said you like to hear trillion.
no, the money is flowing, but I'm not seeing it.
Don't worry.
I'm not seeing it. Okay, see on that this day newspaper we'll have I think Shego actually read, but we'll have to just go. So Olu fly off Ogudu Ojota or maybe Link Bridge project of 20 years after collapse.
After conception.
Conception. Pardon me.
Collapse, go.
Collapse, but I beg you. I'm not in the studio.
You're not
I'm
in
not part
the
of that
studio.
unit.
Yeah, I'm not.
No,
I'm
and
not.
it's a split of tongue. Anyway, you can get that one on page 6 of this day. Still on that, we'll have Anambra State electional. What we call it? That Soludo as governor will drive
Innocent
stream vehicle as often
official
cars.
Wow.
That's a good one.
You patronize Nigeria.
No, that's good.
That's good.
That's good because I remember when former president Olusegun Obasanjo, he patronized more on African wares and all those things. So
Excuse me.
I love
All
that.
this one are strategic. Well, it's been strategic.
I don't want to say
as,
this.
as governor, I will drive innocent vehicle as official car.
Oluwo is doing that too.
Yeah, it's good.
Oluwo is doing that too.
It's good. It's good. It's still on 2023 election that's going to hit very soon. Saloki, I hope I pronounced it. Saraki hit as the president bill as Okocha declare interest to run.
Saraki ain't at presidential
Bill.
as Okorocha declares intention
Interest.
to run. That's good. Shay, what are you waiting
Please,
for?
I don't
What are you
understand these
waiting
people.
for?
After I mean, you people still want to rule us again.
No,
Nico,
leave
go and
them.
sit
Oh,
down.
you know, this thing is power. So
I love if Shegu come out. I will need more young people who vote.
Okay.
Anyway.
That one is even good, though.
Anyway, just grab your copy and get grab yourself interested a daily day newspaper.
Okay. On Nigerian pilots, I have here on the front page repos over consensus. Harmonize electoral act bill unsettles political gladiators. Senate reps sharply divided over consensus clause in re-amended electoral act bill. Buhari may again withhold assent if written assent is consensus clause is not deleted. Parties should decide how best to select, nominate candidate. DGVON. All the story on
Plenty
page
story.
on page 8 of Nigerian pilots. Yes. Court bars federal government from unlawful deduction from FASC to fund on MDAs. Yeah, you get the story on page 10. And 387 persons killed, 100 others injured in Zango Kataf Kauri local government. Still on page 10. And judiciary to present budget directly to NAS, says Bajabiamila. Federal government to apply Twitter operational conditions to other social media platforms. Okay, says I think Lai Mohammed. He was
that's
he
your
made us. What are you trying to say?
Of course, you don't deny your.
No.
You all know.
I'm a Yoruba girl. I'm a typical Yoruba girl. So and I'm proud.
He's a Yoruba man too.
No. He's an Hausa
Lai
man.
Mohammed.
Lai Mohammed.
Lai Mohammed is from Kwara State.
Excuse me. He's not a Yoruba man.
You think so?
Yeah.
Lai Mohammed is a Yoruba man from Kwara State.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Is that what?
Don't mind Sheyi. Don't mind Sheyi. Sheyi is just trying to. No problem. Because he uses Hausa cap.
But jokes apart, is he a Yoruba?
Of course, he's a Yoruba man.
Are you serious?
I tell you.
I never see him as a Yoruba. I only see him as
He's
a
not.
North.
As far as I'm concerned, he's not.
Hey,
So let's continue.
That's personal.
Let's continue. Reps worry over resurgency of coups in West African sub-region. Yeah, you get the story. Yes. Innocent indigenous vehicles will be my official, says Soludo. Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, just for you to vote for him. So if you not vote for him, you will.
No, he has
No,
already
he has
won.
won already.
He has won, yes.
He's only preparing to resume.
Exactly.
And he said no swearing in ceremony.
Yeah, you know one thing, eh?
I think, he made clarification. He said no, I think, no elaborate.
Exactly.
Not that he won't, but no
elaborate. Yeah,
No
because
elaborate.
when he was a president of Central Bank
Central
or
Bank,
something,
yeah.
there's a lot of things that he reduced. You understand? That man is that kind of person. I think with him it would be like when P2B is there. You understand? Because P2B cut a lot of things down.
Okay, I better check the time before producer will cut my neck.
Government kidnapped Jonathan's cousins in
Hey.
Bayelsa.
Hey.
Okay, sad story. And MASC chief revenue officer accused of siphoning over 600 million naira. Yeah, that's all we have for you on Nigerian Pilots. Just grab a copy and read through.
Yeah, I think I need to just, because the time is fast spent already, let me just wrap it up with this one news, major news. Yes, we have it on this newspaper, National Economy. Let me tell you this for free. 8 years after Sheyi Lizino, 46 million bank account still without BVN. Is that not?
46
million bank accounts still without BVN.
So how have they been surviving it?
I wonder. I wanted to ask you that.
Eh?
And apart from that, what are these accounts still doing? Because I learned that if you just go in there, I don't want to mention that bank downstairs. If you go there without your BVN, even you have no transaction.
This,
How come?
this story,
But
I
you
don't know,
people should
I
understand.
don't know how true the story is because your BVN, there's no way you will not make use of that BVN.
No,
in anything you do.
I think lately
Uh.
we started linking because some years ago it was not like that.
Yeah.
You understand? I think maybe those people they haven't come
Those that have
to
like
link
4
to-
or
to
5
link
accounts.
to-
Yes.
to get registered and link their BVN. I think, but there's no point raising this. Just deactivate the account
deactivate
and
the
let them
account.
go. So what's the
But
point?
you know one thing I always
Millions
think about it.
accounts.
What I
46
think about
million
our
for that
country.
matter.
What I think about our countries, there's some people that is always above the Lord. You understand? I always see that there's above the Lord because still in the same country, some people are still moving money out of the country.
Sandra,
It's
I
not that-
understand. But 48 and 46 million people are above the law.
Above-
And that's the people, you know
That's
the
what
people,
that's
not
what
people
I'm-
like us.
I think that's the size of our package for you this morning. Yes, you are on to Lagoon Radio. You have not mistaken. Yeah, we just add the newspaper review. Join us tomorrow for another episode. It's gonna be by 10:30. Yes. No. Next time. Okay. Up next we'll be having
Wetin
Chimeze's
do you?
State of the Nation. Did I get
Exactly.
it? Wow, God bless you.
Exactly.
You've
Yes.
not eaten this morning.
I'm telling you.
Maybe. With me, this I have Sandra. Thank you.
Thank
for
you
your
so
time.
much.
And
Yeah,
Sheyi,
Sheyi.
yes. I don't want to say the baddest producer, but it is well. You are welcome. I'm kind of Ezekiel.